Who likes fancy turbochargers? If you drive a Ford PowerStroke 6.7 liter from 2011 all the way to 2025, today we're going to be protecting that investment. What are we doing? We're doing an installation video. Now hang tight, it's not going to be difficult. It is our crankcase reroute package. What the hell does that do? Well, if you go to the driver's side of your truck, this one's already off because we're doing a build, right? If you go to the driver's side of your truck, you're going to see a black box. There's your crankcase filter. If it's brand new, more power to you, keep it on your truck. But if you guys want to protect your factory turbocharger, or you've upgraded to an S400, like underneath the hood of here, or upgraded to a Mod VGT, well, sooner than later, that thing's going to get a bunch of oil through it. It's going to send it through the turbocharger. Oil won't be so new for so long, right? So we got two packages for you guys. If you go to the website, PointBlankPerformance.com, we've got the crankcase, because you're in a hurry, and then we've got the catch cam package. We're going to lay out a few billet parts, but I want you to understand this. If you do the crankcase on your truck, which we're about to show you that install, you can upgrade to the catch cam package. That way no money will be wasted. Now let's lay out some billet parts. We need to remember this part right here. This is our breather kit that goes on the back of the cylinder head. The second billet item is our block off for the front of the cylinder head. Yes, it's billet. And the third one, if you upgrade it to the catch cam package, is your billet catch cam bracket. Now I know you guys see a bunch of fittings here. Don't worry about that. As we install each part, we're going to show you what to put on in that time to finish out your build. Now let's grab our block off plate, this guy right here. Let's go to the Ford truck and let's get to installing. We're at the driver's side of our Ford PowerStroke. The first billet piece we have is our block off plate. Now we need to make for sure, you guys are seeing on the table, I'm putting the O-ring on the bottom. Make for sure it's on there real nice and neat. And then we've got 3 Allen head bolts in our package. Grab the first one, put it through the actual block off port. We need to place that inside the engine on this front breather port. The directions will be the same for the breather kit as I'm installing now as they are for the catch cam package. I'll tell you guys when we're swapping to the catch cam package. All right, breather port guys, jump inside the engine. You got your little block off plate, super easy. The front port, you're on the driver's side. Go ahead and place that dude down in there. Now take your time with it, and once you get it actually seated, you'll hear the metal on metal or aluminum on aluminum. And then place your Allen head bolt. What size wrench do you guys need? You need to be looking for an M5. I got an M5 Allen right here. I'll take and I'll tighten that dude down. Next billet piece that you guys need is this guy right here. This is a breather port for both packages. Keep in mind that breather port, the threads right here, you see my finger touches threads, they need to face the turbocharger. That's the way we designed it. Take this little guy, you've got 2 Allen head bolts, 2 of 3. Place it in that front little port there, as you guys can see, and let's lay it on the back breather port. Take your time with it. Fall in the engine bay, you're a goner. Get that one threaded down. Now we need to go to the back side. Put that Allen head bolt inside there. M5 is the Allen head wrenches you guys need. So my front breather port's on, block off port. The back breather port's on there, and it is facing the turbocharger. Now I'm going to grab the first fitting to finish out our breather kit. Now we're down to the last fittings of our breather system for the Ford PowerStroke. It's going to make sense here in just a second. Reason why we call it the breather only kit. We need our dash 12 ORB fitting. This little guy right here, and it reduces down to a dash 10. Then we need our 180 fitting. See this? That's in a 180. These two together is going to finish it out. We go back to the breather port, righty-tighty. Keep in mind, guys, I'm just putting all this stuff hand tight so we can get through this installation, but you will want to torque it down. It's an O-ring on that back side, so don't try to break it off. You grab your 180. In your kit, you will have 5 feet of rubber hose. Route it responsibly. So I'll show you guys a little short piece of rubber hose. The 180 comes up. Yes, it's facing up towards the turbocharger. My rubber hose is going to route right here below the fuel lines. You've got 5 feet. Drop it out through the bottom, away from anything hot. Now we're ready to upgrade to our catch can package. PowerStroke guys, if you just did the breather system, then it's done. You've got your 5 feet of hose, it routed over here beside the valve cover. But now we're upgrading to the catch can package. This is where a difference comes into play. We need to go to our box. We're gonna grab our 90-degree forged fitting. Yes, it's for the AN line. Take off our 180 if you're upgrading. If not, you actually need that -12 that I just told you guys about to a -10. It's still on the back of the breather port, as you guys can see here. Now when I put this 90-degree on, because we're mapping out how much hose we need and all that. So put this fitting on, face it towards the turbocharger, get it somewhat tight, and then I want you guys to see how I'm facing it. I'm facing it towards the firewall, because our hose is going to run down the back of the firewall to our catch can. So now we need to hop underneath the truck, put the catch can bracket on. We're about done besides some hose. Alright, Florida guys, you got the top end done. Now we're underneath the passenger side door. What do we need to do? We need to get this bracket off the frame. This is right here by the exhaust. There's two 10mm bolts. We need to get this off so that way our catch can is actually going to sit right in here and you can finish out routing the actual hose. So we got a 10mm here on the bottom, and yes, this hardware here that comes out, you can throw it away, not a big deal. So I got my bottom bolt out. Be careful not to scratch up the frame. Let's get the top one out of there. You can do it! And we are out. You'll see right here in the frame, you've got two little, let's call them nuts, inserts that go in the frame. We're going to use them because our catch can bracket is 100% bolt on, and I add a little bit of flavor to it because I put an O-ring on the back side. I didn't want to scratch up the frame. So the frame is now prepped. I got to grab the bracket. You guys will see how it's going to bolt on. Now that we've got the frame ready to accept our catch can bracket, we've got to prep the actual catch can. So when you pull yours out of the box, I want it orientated a correct way. So that way as you're driving forward, the air vapors are flowing towards the back of the truck. You need a 3/32 Allen. Now I've got most of mine out, but let's go ahead and pull this Allen out here. That way you guys can get a better visual. So once I pull that dude out, and you see this silver ring, it'll spin all the way around. This little filter right here, that's going to be facing the rear of the truck, and I want the metal bracket facing right here. Now go ahead and grab one of your Allen head bolts, place it in there. I'm only going to put one in, so that way it'll speed me up. Now we need to prep the fittings on top of the catch can. The fitting facing me, go ahead and pull that dude out. In your package, you're going to see you will have a -12 to -10 ORB, the same one that was used up top. Spin that into the port facing you. Grab your wrench, adjustable one, and tighten it up. Now back here you still got a red little port. Pull that thing off the top. Don't worry about that. You've got a cap in yours. This is a -12 cap. I want you to spin it onto the back port. So the front one's small, the back one's big, and it's blocked off. Tighten that thing up. Good deal, because the only thing left in your kit is the forged 90 that's going to go right here. I want you guys to see it off the truck, that way it makes sense. So when it's on the truck, this forged 90 is looking at me, because you got to make your hose from this one all the way to up top. Now down to the bracket, and it's adjustable. We'll pull this thing off, set it here. Look at your catch can bracket. See that back little hole back there? That means an O-ring needs to go in there. Why? Because Uncle Tyson doesn't want this pretty little bracket, maybe it's powder coated, to be beating the shit out of your frame the whole time you torque it down. So get this flat O-ring in there. So we got that thing in there. Now the cool part about the billet bracket is it's adjustable. So you've got two Allen head bolts in your kit. These little guys right here. Go ahead and slide them through the back side. You're going to see you're going to have a serrated nut. Put it onto the front. Now I don't want to torque this thing down just yet. Why? Because this is an adjustable bracket. Maybe you need to push it up all the way. Maybe you need to push it down. That's fine. Both Allen head bolts go in. And what size wrench tightens them up? and 11 millimeter. Okay, so that way off the truck you guys can see a visual. Because if I want to push it up, it can go up or it can go down. There we go. Once it's up, you're good to go. Take your adjustable wrench and you can tighten it up. Now all this is prepped. The only thing you got to do is find your ARP M8 125s. Let's go to the truck and let's put this baby on. So we got the catch can onto the catch can bracket. Where we're going to put it? Right here, guys. So take this thing, be real gentle with it, grab your 2 ARP bolts. What size wrench do you need? I've got an adjustable 11 millimeter. So use a factory hose, spin that dude on there. And again, we got that O-ring on the back side, that way it'll protect everything. Grab your second ARP, place that little baby on there. We got mine tight. So I'm going to hold it to the frame and I'm going to show you the adjustability of it. So if we've got it down all the way, or if we want to bring it up. And honestly, I want you guys to get it where you need it, because you got one last fitting. That dash 1090, that dude's going to go right here on the inside. Spin it onto the top of the catch can. Now I'm going to attach a rubber hose here to the top, that way you can see, because it's going to go over the transfer case, run up the transmission into the port up there. That's all part of the braided steel line. It'll last longer. It's stronger than the actual oily line. So you can take a look. Everything looks from the bottom. Once you get it adjusted, you grab your 11 millimeter, the little nuts here, go ahead and tighten them up, and this dude is locked to the frame. Let me grab some hose. You guys get to see some B-roll of that. And we got this baby wrapped up. For the routing of the hose, just for representation, I've got a rubber hose here at the very top so you guys can see of how I'm actually routing it. It'll go up over the transfer case. If you jump to the driver's side, you're going to see the 2 metal fuel lines. Follow those metal fuel lines and you're going to be looking at the back of the valve cover where the other fitting is. Take some time, either grab a cheap set of hoses or grab a string, lay it all out that you want, cut it to length, and then go ahead and put the braided AN line on it. That way you've got a game plan, you're not cutting the hose twice. But you do have 10 foot in your kit. So if you guys have any questions or comments, today we installed our breather kit, and then we showed you guys how to assemble our catch can package that will accept your new AN line. Like, subscribe YouTube channel, and we'll see you back here at Point Blank Performance.